The Occupy Wall Street movement is now entering its fourth week. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg today blasted the demonstrators, saying they are, quote, trying to destroy the jobs of working people in the city. CNN's Susan Candiotti is in Washington Square for us tonight. And Susan, what about the police? Do you see a lot of them, and what are they doing?
Well, there were a lot of police earlier this afternoon when hundreds of protesters were filling this particular square, Washington Square Park. It's about 2 miles north of that park near Wall Street. But now a lot of the protesters have fanned out, have left this park. There is still a bit of a police presence, but certainly their being here has caused some difficult feelings between protesters and the police because of incidents that happened over the past couple of weeks here. For example, you had an incident at Brooklyn Bridge last Saturday night where there was a tussle between the crowd. The protesters accused the police of trapping them into the roadway and not letting them leave and forcing them to be arrested and then let go with tickets. And the police said that the protesters weren't following orders not to get into the roadway, that kind of thing. And there was another situation during that Wall Street march earlier this week. But the chief of police here, the police commissioner Ray Kelly, told us in an exclusive interview that he thinks that his officers are trying to do the best they can to try to protect public speech, free speech, as well as public safety.
Many times people who have a certain point of view will only give you a snippet or a small portion of a video. You don't know what precipitated it. You don't know the culmination of the event. So I think it's important, and that's what these investigations do. They look at the totality of the circumstances.
So, in fact, there is a citizens review panel that is now investigating complaints that some protesters have lobbied against the police department, alleging that there was abuse involved here in the use of pepper spray, that kind of thing. So, again, that board is looking into it. Protesters say certainly much more has to be done about this, and here's what one of them told us. And so they're saying, as a matter of fact, we don't have that sound ready for you, but the protesters are saying that the police have not been completely fair in how they've been trying to corral them, they feel, or the use of pepper spray or sometimes the use of batons, some of that video you've seen. But again, there is an investigation going on to look into that. Yeah. And protesters also have lawyers working for them talking about the possibility of a class action suit. So we'll see whether that actually happens. But for now, many more protesters here today and a second location, Don, which they didn't have in the past.
Yeah, basically saying the police have been heavy-handed. Thank you very much, Susan Candiotti in New York City. And it is not just New York City. Similar demonstrations have been held in places like Washington and New Orleans, to name just a few. Many of the videos and images we are receiving, like this one in Chicago, are coming to CNN from our eye reporters. Other Occupy rallies have taken place in Philadelphia, in college towns like Austin, Texas, and Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Well, the gatherings have attracted a wide range of causes and groups, but all seem united in a general belief that the country's economic problems were caused by a financial system that favors the wealthy. And coming up in just a little bit here on CNN, we're going to speak with one of the Occupy Wall Street organizers to learn more about what message they are trying to get out. 20 past the hour.